How beautiful is this season? And there are some gorgeous, whimsical winter baby names as well. If you're having a winter baby, my daughter is a winter baby and she absolutely loves being a Christmas baby. She's born on the 22nd and I was really nervous about it, but she just gets so excited at this time of year, and it is so many gorgeous places you can go for names that really work for a winter baby. So I have got about 20 really unique, really whimsical names for you, for boys and girls, and a wild card. Anyone going for the wild card? I'm gonna go boy, girl. And I should say, if we're new here, my name is SJ, it stands for Sarah Jane. And I'm a baby name consultant. I absolutely love names. I research them all the time because it's just a real passion of mine. I love the meanings. I love to pick a theme and then come up with loads of names within that theme. Hit subscribe here on YouTube if you love names as well, or you're naming a baby, and any birth announcements, I'd love to hear them. The surnames as first names is a huge trend set for 2024. It's been around for quite a while, but it's why I absolutely love the name Whitaker. It just sounds so lovely. It sounds a bit like Wenceslas. But Wenceslas, I wouldn't go with that one yet. And it means white field. So I just totally picture this big snowy field that just brings you so much happiness. You just want to be the first one to run outside. I think it's a really, really cool name. It's not being used at the moment, but there are some really famous Whitakers, like Jodie Whittaker, who is Doctor Who. If you're a Doctor Who fan, you will know her. And so it's a really lovely tribute name as well. I just think it sounds really romantic and perfect for this kind of whimsical vibe. How about Crispin? It's really unusual because we normally go Christian or Christopher, but Crispin I think is so playful and so cute. I know loads of you like nickname your bumps. Did you? Did you? I didn't. My sister did. But they're little pips or little pippins, and I just think Crispin, it would be so cute, and then you could use the nickname Pippin if you wanted to. It is a name. The actor who is the dad in, what's it called? Back to the Future. He's called Crispin. I mean, if that doesn't sell it to you guys, I just absolutely love it. It totally plays into this kind of crisp outdoorsy vibe for a little boy. I think it's really, really playful, which is another massive trend. There were 9 babies called Crispin in 2002. No other time. It's totally unranked at the moment. That's because there was a lead character in a book called Crispin. It was quite a popular book. There's also a minor character in Harry Potter called Crispin. So I really, really like it. I think it's a brave choice, but do you like it? Heading over to Iceland. I've never been, desperate to go. How about the name Alva? It's cool, isn't it? Because Alvin is a little bit hard to use because of the chipmunk, but it means elf warrior. So many of you are into this vibe. This would so suit my little boy fit, and he literally looks like a Christmas elf. And I really like Alva, and I'm not being so keen on Axel, but I feel like it sounds a little bit like that, but I prefer it because it sounds a little bit softer to me. Alva, it's a little bit more magical. It's got that Christmas magic, doesn't it? There were 3 baby boys called Alva last year. Congrats, you guys. You've got a very, very good name. I wonder if they were Icelandic. And it's also an environmental name. So an Alva, I'll have to read it because otherwise I get it wrong, is a biological environment based on a limestone plain. Don't you know? So it's like a really, really beautiful, almost like a meadow. So that's really lovely if you like nature names as well. So there's a few good reasons why this really works. It's a beautiful, whimsical name. A name that I've only been sold on today. I was today years old, as they say. I really suddenly love the name Sterling. And I haven't really liked it because I always think of it as the currency. It's a bit like being called cash, because in the UK we have the pound sterling. So I've always associated it with money, and then I know it also means silver. A lot of you like the idea of actually using the name silver, but it actually means little star. And I just thought that was absolutely so whimsical and so beautiful. Maybe because I've seen the Disney movie Wish, but I just think Sterling suddenly is gorgeous. It's really popular. It's higher than it's ever been. There's 24 boys called Sterling last year, but also 3 girls. So I love the fact that it's being used for both genders. I love seeing it on the rise, even though it's a real rare gem. And it's also a virtue name. So if you've got a Sterling character, you're a really good person. You're somebody people can rely on, that people can depend on, and that they really, really like, or very true and honest. So I love virtue names. So lots of reasons why it's suddenly high up on my list. I'm suddenly loving Sterling. What do you think? Dougie. Now, vintage nicknames as first names. I know we have this cartoon character, Dougie. Hey, Dougie. I really, really like the name Dougie. I think it is so cool. I think we're well on its way to it coming back and being trendy. It's a number 344, and it kind of just goes up and up and up each year. So it's on its upwards trajectory, but it is down the bottom of the charts. Ooh, cool. So it would be a really great time to jump on and get it. And of course we have the Douglas fir as our Christmas tree. So if you're having a baby at this time of year, I think that's a really great reason to go for Dougie. What do you think? Do you think it's still, some people think it's quite ugly still and old fashioned, some people just think of the character. So it is a hard one, but I personally am here for it. I really like it. We've got Reggie really high up. We've got all these types of names coming up, and I just think that Dougie should get its comeback this year. 2024 is the year for Dougie. I really loved the name Loretto. Loretto. I love L names, we love O names, and it's really hard to find a rare one, and this is an Italian name that means miraculous or miracle, which is a lovely reason for a miracle baby. If you have struggled to have a baby like so many of us do, it's a really lovely meaning as well. But also for this time of year, it's Christmas miracles are just really special, and it's a really magical time of year, I think. So I think Loretto is really, really cool. Vesper is a name I talked about before because I love it. It's a star name again, and it means evening star, which I particularly love it for. It's spelled with the ER, so the scooter is spelled with an A, and it's different, and it means wasp in Italian actually, whereas Vesper with the ER is the evening star. So it's a really, really gorgeous one. It's being used for boys and girls. It's totally gender neutral one. We've seen Nova really, really come up. We've seen Luna really, really come up. So if you're looking for that vibe, then you could go with a Vesper and have something much more unique. Aquillo, another lovely L and O ones. I actually got quite a few of those on this list. Maybe that's just my meaning of whimsical. I love those sounds. But Aquillo is really nice, and it was the Roman god of the winds. So really lovely for this time of year as well. It's such a cool name, but it looks hard, but it's really phonetic. It's really easy to spell and to say, so I think you should go for it. Sometimes it comes up as meaning eagle as well, which is cool. That is cool. Aquillo is gonna be trendy. You're gonna have a trendy baby name. And I loved the name Andri. So this is actually a Norse name, and it means snowshoe. You know those massive snowshoes? I actually see them in a lot of vintage shops when we're in Sweden. And I just thought that was such a trendy name. So I actually really have liked Andy for a girl for a long time. And Andri is quite trendy, isn't it? Because Andrew's kind of gone a bit out of style. Drew a little bit out of style for boys. So Andrew could be somewhere you take it if you're doing a tribute name to somebody at this time of year. And I just love the meaning of snowshoe. It literally sounds like a phrase and character. And I have Hollis for boys. Hollis means holly tree. Love, love, love. Love a name ending in an S. I always think it sounds so complete and so strong and really, really trendy. Hollis is unranked at the moment. What's going on, people? We need some Hollises out there. I think it is so cool and would really work for a teen and a guy as well when you're much older. So I think it's a really, really great name to jump on board with. And I liked the name Lowen, that means joy. This is a Cornish name. I'm a bit crushing on Cornish names at the moment. They've got some really trendy ones. And Lowen, again, really cool. Much more elevated than just Owen, which I do really like the name Owen. I always have. Every Owen I've met, it's been very, very nice. It's my brother-in-law's middle name. And so he could be Lowen because he's Lee Owen. Ha! So anyway, Lowen, I love it. I think it is dead cool. And I love that it means joy. I love that it was given to actually 482 boys, so it's quite high up. And also 5 girls called Lowen. That's so trendy. So let's look at the girl names that I've done for this list. So girl names for this, how about Gwendolyn? I love Gwendolyn. I feel like redhead me could be Gwendolyn. I've always loved the nickname Gwen, or the name Gwen. I've always loved that as a shortened form. And Gwendolyn means white circle. It's actually gone up 1,000 places last year. 1,000 places in 1 year alone. I think it's because it's coming up on the back of these grander names like Ophelia, Delilah that we're loving. Suddenly Gwendolyn fits right into the playground and sounds really dead trendy, and it means white circle. So it's only at though number 1,569. So it went up 1,000 places, but it's still really down at the bottom. So it's a real rare gem. One I think would have you so many good reactions. Do you like it? Let me know, because I wonder if it's a Marmite name. Marmite means you either like it or don't. Same as the next one. How about the name Dagney? Dagney. So do you follow Ellen Fisher here on YouTube? I'm sure you do. Ellen Fisher's 5th baby is called Dagney Golden, and I just thought it was perfect, smashed out the ballpark. I really, really like it. It's kind of that so unique, isn't it? So unusual. It means new day, and I think that's why it's really perfect for this time of year, going into the new year and everything. You're sort of really thinking about changing things or changing your life a little bit, and I think that Dagney would be so perfect for this time of year, and a really, really trendy and unique name. What do you think? I wish I could hear you. Oh, and the name Iris. So iris is perfect for this time. Iris is gorgeous. Obviously I think of Iris in The Holiday, played by Kate Winslet, but an iris is a flower that actually blooms in the winter. So it's a really significant time of year for the iris. The iris is also a goddess of the rainbow, but the reason she's a goddess of the rainbow is also because of the variety of colours that the flower of irises comes in. You know what I mean? It makes sense somewhere. I always look at the meanings and symbolisms when it's plants and flowers. That's a really lovely thing to do if you're choosing a baby name. And the iris main meanings are hope, wisdom, trust and valour, which is a really gorgeous thing for babies. I struggle with the name Iris. I put this on my names other people love that I don't like, only because of the eye. I have an eyeball phobia, which I thought was quite a common thing, but then people are like, it's not, because of the colours, again, the colours of your iris. I just can't think of eyeballs. But I love it, so it's a shame because it's totally my vibe. How about this one, Piper? I'm well chuffed with Piper. I would just like it so much. I've liked this name for a really long time, and I think it's a really playful side of this time of year. You think about the Pipers piping, very Christmas songy, very uplifting, and it can be a little bit kind of too whimsy, but Piper just really is playful and fun. It is so popular at the moment. It's at number 168 for girls, and it's just going up and up and up all the time. We're hearing it is becoming much more mainstream. It's being used much more in the UK. I guess feels more American than British, so let me know if you're American, is it higher up in the charts there? Because it's relatively new over here. You really haven't heard it for long. We have more Pippa as a short name for Philippa, the lover of the horses, whereas I love Piper. It would definitely be on my name list. Is it on yours? I also loved the name Riva. So it comes up as meaning river, and it also comes up as meaning star. And then when I researched further into it, if you look at the Sanskrit version of meaning for Riva, it's about something that guides, one who guides. So like a river can guide you or a star can guide you, and that's why it's got the two meanings. And I just thought that was so beautiful. A guiding star, obviously lovely for this time of year, thinking about the nativity story, but also I just think as a guiding star, as a person's name, it's a really beautiful concept. The fact that you're their child, as their mum, you would be led by their light to bring them up in the way that they should be, and also that they could be a guiding light for other people. Lush, 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 that would be such a beautiful name. I've also put Bodhi on the list, but I put it here with the girls because I'm loving it as a girl name. It's really popular for boys. The Buddhist holiday of enlightenment is in December, so it works really well as a December name, and a really, really great one. Then you've got the nickname Bo, and then you've got the name Bodhi, and then you're dead trendy, and I just absolutely love it so much, and it means enlightenment or awakening. I think we're quite familiar with it, but it's such a beautiful name. Wren, a little bit more popular, but Wren is a winter bird known for its beautiful song, and I think it's so lovely because we hear Robin a lot for this time of year, and I really do like Robin. It was on our name list for girls because my husband really, really liked it. I'm more Robin fan for girls than I am for boys, but I like it for either. But I liked Wren so much because it's kind of got that whimsy vibe to it that I was really after for this list. What do you think? Do you like Wren? Are you over Wren? Have you heard it so many times? You're like, not a Wren again. I love it. And my next one I love was on my list as well, and it's the name Joy. So I really wanted to put this as my daughter's middle name, but I went with Blossom, Blossom of Snow, may she bloom and grow. But I do love Joy, and it's too languishing in the middle spot. I see it so many times in the middle. It's basically becoming the new Louise, so we need to bring it up. What I loved about it, there were 82 girls named Joy last year as their first name, and 3 boys. How cute, Joy for a boy. I think that is absolutely lovely, so special. I put the name Trixie on the list. This means bringer of joy. So your sisters Trixie and Joy, that would be super cute, wouldn't it? I really love it. I love Pixie, but it feels Trixie's just a little bit different, and the T makes it maybe a little bit more wearable if Pixie seems too young, because I think that's my problem with Pixie is, can it see you the whole way through as much? That's sort of what I've had barriers when I've been speaking to people about it, whereas Trixie seems more like a nickname as first name that people can get on board with a little bit more. It also can be short for Beatrix, which people are loving at the moment, and it's fun, isn't it? Bringer of joy, that's what Christmas is about. I've got 2 more. Oh my gosh, this name, Rosenwin. Rosenwin. Cornish again. I need to go to Cornwall and be called Rosenwin. I've never heard it before. It means white rose. I think that is so beautiful. There was no, I didn't look it up. There was actually nobody called Rosenwin. I looked it up. It's not registered. And how gorgeous is it? It's so lovely. We love rose and we love changing it around so much, and I've never come across Rosenwin all these years. So I was like, oh my gosh, I have to put it on my list. I think a few of you are gonna absolutely love that and have it as your guilty pleasure name, or you might use it. And then I have Solstice. So the winter solstice is my daughter's birthday, 22nd of December. Beautiful name, totally unranked. It's such a special time. It's actually the time when the sun is furthest away from the earth, so we have the shortest day. But I love that. I'm all for wintering this year, all for hibernating, being cozy indoors, having the twinkly lights on, and I feel like that's what Solstice really brings to the table. And then I do have just one wild card. I would love to know your wild cards for winter, because the only one I could think of, because I love it so much, was Edelweiss. So it is the winter plant. It's an alpine flower, so up in the Alps of the Swiss Alps, obviously very famous for the song in The Sound of Music, which I love, and I just think it is so gorgeous. I haven't heard it as a name. No one is using it here. If you're Swiss, does it work as a name? Let me know. I hope you've enjoyed this whimsical winter name list. I love putting this together. There's a few more in my backlog if you wanted to go back and look at other ones, and I will be back soon with some more themed names, and some name dilemmas are coming up. My post bag is open. You can email me a dilemma, and I'm doing them this December. Woo! I'm really looking forward to hearing from you. Do hit subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next week.